Since it's supposed to be a cold one tonight, we're also finding out which plants around your house are more susceptible to the cold. We're talking to the experts about what measures you can take to protect your investment. Fox 10 News Baldwin County reporter Hal Sherrick stopped by a Baldwin County nursery today to get those answers for you. He's joining us live now from the Fairhope Pier with hat and gloves. Hal, you are certainly dressed appropriately.
I'll tell you what, Lenise, thank goodness I had these in the car. And we're going to get to the plants in just a second, but I want to show you what this looks like behind me. If Josh can give you a shot, I'm going to step out of the picture. Look, we've got some guys actually kite surfing out there. I don't know if you can see this, but no thank you, sir. But all the best to them. I hope they're having a great time, and obviously they're wetsuited up and probably adrenaline flowing. But this bay is like a washing machine out here as this wind is just whipping out of the northwest. If we can keep looking this way, Josh, look at this flag flying down here at Fairhope Pier. It is just standing out straight as this wind, this front continues to blow in. Just a pretty incredible sight down here. Just a few people down here checking it out, and I'm going to tell you, these guys kite surfing, I got a lot of respect for them. That's something. But back to the plant issue, we do have these frigid temperatures coming over the next couple of nights, and there's some things that you need to know. I actually learned something today that, everybody knows you need to cover plants and snap, but I wasn't sure exactly which ones you cover, and also learned some other interesting things. I stopped by Magnolia Nursery today in Summerdale. They've got about 20 acres of plants to protect, from palm trees to pansies. They've got a lot down there, and they need to protect it when this weather turns cold. Some of their more tender plants have already been covered. They still have a lot to do, and they've been doing that through the afternoon. As you prepare your plants at home for the hard freeze ahead, there's no need to do more than is required, I found out. Lee Brewer with Magnolia Nursery says there are lots of common plants that will take the cold just fine. Your cold hardy shrubs like Indian hawthorn and holly, they'll be okay. Plants like pansies, cabbage, and kale, they'll also do okay. On the other hand, camellias might need protection, especially if they're about to bloom, and citrus will also need covering. Experts recommend using a breathable material like freeze cloth or a blanket. If you use plastic, be sure to remove it in the mornings before the sun comes up and overheats those plants. Another very important step I found out about today is it's important to water your plants prior to these freezing temperatures coming. I didn't realize that, but the plants, this cold weather creates a process, and I'm going to have to read this, called exomosis, and essentially what it does, the cold air, especially when it's accompanied by this strong wind, draws the moisture out of the plants and can really hurt them. So water them thoroughly around the roots, and then cover them with a protective covering of mulch. Pine straw works great. It's easy to get, so remember to do that as well before you go ahead and cover them tonight. We're going to talk a lot more about this and talk to some of the experts in the next hour, but at this point, we're going to take you from this crazy looking bay on the eastern shore